after days of fighting, United States and Hamas have signaled that a deal on hostage release is now getting closer. However, U.S. acknowledges that there is still a lot to be done in this regard. According to a report by Reuters, the chief of Hamas says the militant group is near a truce agreement with Israel, while adding that the group has delivered its responses to Qatari mediators. Meanwhile, the U.S. also says that authorities are closer to a deal than they have ever been before.
I know this is of great interest to all of you. I just want to let you know we're still working this hour by hour. I do not have an update for you on the hostage deal that we're trying to negotiate. But as you heard the Deputy National Security Advisor say yesterday, we believe we're closer than we've ever been. So we're hopeful. But there's still work to be done, and nothing is done until it's all done. So we're going to keep working on this.
The president of the International Committee of the Red Cross met with the Hamas leader in Qatar on Monday. She also met separately with Qatari authorities. Talks aimed to advance humanitarian issues related to the conflict. The organization said it was not part of negotiations aimed at releasing the hostages, but it is ready to facilitate them. Meanwhile, families of hostages have clashed with Israeli politicians who want to execute militants convicted of October 7th attacks. Relatives say this risks lives of Gaza hostages. Explosions continue to pound Gaza. Many have been allegedly killed, including children, during a strike in southern Gaza's Han Yunis city, while homes have been destroyed. The Israeli army has released a video of what they described as a weaponry lab under a mosque in Gaza City. Army says they discovered a factory that produced weapons and unmanned aerial vehicles, as well as a tunnel shaft during the search of the Gazan mosque. Yemen's Houthis have released a video footage showing armed men dropping from a helicopter and seizing a cargo ship in the southern Red Sea. The video has been released a day after the ship, which was en route to India from Turkey, was hijacked by the Iran-backed group, who say the ship was linked to Israel. Israel, however, says the seized ship was British-owned and Japanese-operated. Israeli President Isaac Herzog has reacted to the video and has called it latest incident, or has called the latest incident, quote-unquote, Iran's network of terrorism is threatening the world. He has called for the international community to take forceful actions to respond to this threat. Meanwhile, a field hospital sent by Jordan has entered Gaza. This is the first field hospital to enter the enclave amid the war. The field hospital has a 41-bed capacity as per Jordanian officials, and it is accompanied by over 180 personnel and 40 trucks of medical aid. Around 200 patients have been evacuated from Gaza City's Indonesian hospital, and this is according to Hamas. Those evacuated have arrived at Al-Nasser Hospital in Han Yunis. Hamas says the evacuation has taken place with the help of the Red Cross just hours after it was hit by a deadly Israeli strike. On the other hand, the Israeli army has released a video showing its soldiers assisting in the evacuation of premature babies from the Al-Shifa hospital to Egypt. As per the World Health Organization, primary health care situation in Gaza is catastrophic and is now on the brink of complete collapse.
We are seeing a complete collapse of the higher level infrastructure of the Gazan health system. It is just the most basic of needs that can be met now. And remember, there has been no water, no electricity, almost no fuel provided further, and very limited medical supplies going in. These hospitals have not had access to the basic things they need to provide healthcare services.
In other updates, Israel's foreign ministry has said it has recalled its ambassador from South Africa. Israel says the decision has been taken following the latest South African statements, and the envoy has been recalled for consultations. Early on Monday, a South African government minister called on the International Criminal Court to issue an arrest warrant for Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Now, this contention comes ahead of an extraordinary BRICS summit on Gaza set to be hosted by South Africa on Tuesday. Leaders from the newly included members Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Iran, and the United Arab Emirates will also attend the meeting. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.